Well, the real killer is that with search you were seeking the information, and the next 10 years the information is going to find you. And that's going to manifest itself in all kinds of ways.
For example?
Well, you're going to know that there's a certain discount available on something that you've been looking for. You're going to know if you're a company that you're about to lose a customer and you can do something about it before it's too late. You're going to know that fraud might be about to be committed. You're going to know that a terrorist is walking across the border as we speak. You're going to know that this airplane is on a path to crashing. Well, the consumption has to be easy. The consumption has to be the way that you see consumption with social networking right now. But the infrastructure to facilitate that will have to get much more sophisticated. And I've talked about how you can't, you're dealing in a three-dimensional world and you can't use two-dimensional technology. And so with Enterprise 1.0 we were dealing with the flat file, a row. And then the amount of data went exponentially up and you went to 2 dimensions with rows and columns. But now you have exponentially more data and you have exponentially less time where that data is useful, and even less time for you to actually react and do something. So now we're dealing in a whole different order of magnitude, and 2 dimensions, x times y, row, column, isn't going to be sufficient. So what you have to do is you have to go to the 3rd dimension. And so you have to go to name, value, and you have to add context. And so the technology is getting very sophisticated, has to, in order to meet those types of challenges. Now, moving to the 3rd dimension in terms of context allows you to deal with much larger volumes of information. So you can look at every single event. We have telcos that are looking at billions of events every day. They call them fingerprints. And they're able to determine what they should do before they lose a customer. But there is a 3rd element, which is the very nature of a database is, and even the term SQL, is it's a query facility. Query means you ask a question. The problem is that you might not have time to ask questions. So in our version of in-memory, you're moving from having to ask questions to events coming to you. Major difference. We're not just paving a cow path where we're doing the same thing in a database, but doing it in memory. We're actually providing a facility where events are automatically coming to you. You say what's of importance to you, and it keeps getting updated as it happens to you without you having to keep asking questions.